Yazbek, and I'm one of the staff members at Faith in the Working. I'm doing a series called Schooled right now, and if you've heard my previous message, I have pointed out 4 things that are vital in any friendship. As I go through these next 4 messages over time, I'm going to elaborate on each of those 4 things. So now I'm going to spend this time talking about love. As I talk about love, I'm also going to incorporate the aspect of humility. I'm going to be spending time in 1 Corinthians, for those of you who want to follow along, but I'm also going to bring in a passage from Romans. So starting in 1 Corinthians 13:4. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It is not rude, it is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrong. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. As you can see, there are many things that love does and is. Love is a verb. Love is something that you do. To love someone isn't to tell them, I love you. It's to show them. Show a person that you love them by doing all the things that the verse says. I know that I say this a lot, and it's because that it's a universal truth, and I really think that it's important. No one's perfect. Like I said, I say that so many times. But it is really important in doing this. We can't always love perfectly. We can't always do everything that we need to in order to love. But we need to try and show people that we love them. Everything in this passage basically boils down to humility. Love is not about you. It's not about me. It's about putting others first. It says how to love others. That's why friendships need love. In a friendship, you shouldn't be concerned about you. A friendship is all about the other person. What can you do to help them? This is true for everyone in the relationship. All people involved in a friendship should love each other. They should encourage each other all the time. One of my favorite verses comes from Romans, verse 10 in chapter 12. It says, to be devoted to one another in brotherly love. Honor one another above yourselves. Here we see the aspect of humility. This verse talks about how we ought to be loyal to one another, just like we are family. It should be a brotherly love. And the aspect of being in a brotherly love is like your group of friends is part of your family. And you need to love them in a way that you would love your parents, your sister, your brother, your aunt. And it's really not that hard to do, you know. Just pretend that your group of friends is like your family, and you're going to see them just like you would go to your family, like for a birthday party, one of your relatives. Except for the fact that you see your friends just about every day at school. And you just need to love each other like you would love your brother or sister. And as a family, we are called to honor each other. We are to honor each other more than we honor ourselves. And because we love each other, it shouldn't be difficult to do. We need to count each other more significant than ourselves. And love and humility, as you can see, they go perfectly hand in hand. And it's just, sometimes being humble isn't the easiest thing in the world. You know, let's just say you accomplish something for the first time, and you want to go into your friends and say, I did this and I did that. It's not a bad thing. It's just, you can't have all the focus on you all the time. Loving someone's difficult, and showing humility is challenging at times. Is it possible? Yeah, of course it's possible. With your friend or group of friends, Are you the center of attention? Are you the one that's being talked about at all times? Think about it. If your answer is yes, try putting the spotlight on someone else. Let them have the spotlight. After a while, you'll get excited to hear what has gone on in that person's life. It'll be interesting to you. You'll want to know more about that person. Spending all the time talking about yourself really doesn't leave any room to learn about others. And in loving a person, it goes back to 1 Corinthians 13. Love is not self-seeking. And that says it all right there. You need to love someone by putting them first, and then you can come second. And as I finish up these last few minutes, I want to leave you with this. Your friends will want to know more about you as you get to know more about them. As you get to know more about them, you'll realize that you have a lot in common. And you'll want to spend that time talking with each other. And you'll want to figure out more about them, and vice versa. They'll want to figure out more about you. And to be honest, you will have a great time learning about that person. The basic truth is this. As you take interest in others, they're going to take interest in you. So, humility and love go hand in hand. You need to love. And in order to love, you need to be humble. And that's basically all I have for you guys today. This is a short message, but I think it presents a very good truth in working on relationships with your friends. So just remember that put others first in the spotlight. And sooner or later, you'll see your friendship blossoming, and you'll have a great time. Thank you all for listening, and I pray that you learned something through this.